Right, hello everybody. Sunday afternoon, or just about Sunday afternoon, I think. Where are we? Yeah, well into Sunday afternoon. So, our legend's been having a bit of a rest. We've had a lot of thunderstorms coming through just lately. We haven't had a lot of rain in the last 48 hours, but we did get walloped about 2 days ago, and we really got washed down the ditches. So all we've been doing is loading straw out of the yard because it's too wet to go out on the field. So I've been loading the power station lorries out the yard. So I'm just loading one of my lorries up ready for tomorrow morning, 5 o'clock start. My other lorry, to be quite honest with you, has hardly been used for the last 2 or 3 months. The power station have got no work for us, so that's been stood up. I am debating on whether to sell that lorry and drop down to one lorry. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do yet, but I've got to do my sums and see how things are going. Whether we get rid of both lorries and get one decent wagon, one that FH12 with 500 Ks on it or something. I don't know. We are not making a great deal of money out of the lorries because we've got one standing, and it costs nearly £5,000 a year for insurance alone on one of these lorries, and another £1,200 for road tax. And then we do basically an 8-weekly safety check. Well, ours is done. We off our own back decided to do it every 7 weeks, so it gives us a week's grace if the lorry isn't available right on the nail. So we like to keep that up. Well, it needs to be kept up to stay legal, but no, we're not quite sure what way to go at the moment. All I do know is we can't stay as we are. We need to do something about it. We can't stay losing money, which is what we're doing. So it's got to, the problem's got to be fixed. So I've got to do some sums and work out how we do it. So that's a little issue for next week. I finished contract combining for Anderson's. I did do some filming of it, but my computer was playing up, my laptop, and I think I accidentally wiped the footage of it before I basically put it through the photo smart thing, you know, before I actually cut it. I managed to wipe it somehow. I think it might have something to do with too many hours and not enough sleep. But the last week or so we've actually been flat out, absolutely flat out. But the yields are pretty poor. You know, a lot of the time we're getting a bale to the acre, and that seems to be the norm or the average this year, which is very poor. We're normally up around 2.5, 3 bales to the acre, so not good. We managed to get ourselves another 700 acres off of some new people, which has helped, but we're still going to struggle to get our 4,500 tonnes, but we'll give it our best shot. Yields on the wheat are not great, but they're not great for anybody. Some people did get some wheat in really nicely as it should be, and they have got some reasonable yields, but a lot of people were late getting their winter wheat in, and it's had a knock-on effect on their yields. So, and then it came dry and droughted it all out, so that wasn't very good at all. We finished cutting our winter wheat, and we've cut our beans and our peas. The beans weren't great, the peas were just, yeah, animal feed basically. The quality was awful. So they've been a bit of a washout as well. The straw trade is good. Yeah, the value of the straw is good. I must admit we have sold a few loads of winter barley to pay for fuel, and that was okay, that was good. The winter barley yielded well for the year. I can't sell any more for fuel because we need to fulfill our contracts for the power station, so we are going to just have to grin and bear it. But no, I just got this one load to load ready for the morning. The driver can strap it, I ain't doing it. And then I'm going to do a little bit of work in the office, do some invoicing, do that this afternoon. I've got a couple of jobs, contract combining jobs I've done, which I need to invoice. We fixed the prop shaft, that's all done, that's been repaired. Bailey Morris over at Eaton Soken near St Neots, if you ever want a prop doing, take it in there and it'll be 1/3 of the price of buying a new one from an agent, so be wary of that one. I like to sort of hand round bits of information like that. Helps keep the repair bill down, which we all know eats into the profit. I did upload a film the other day about the prop shafts and that, but I haven't done anything since that. But so I thought I'd do a little bit of filming today. Whilst I load this lorry up. I'm going to have to put that one on the bottom because it has a top string missing, and the power station do not like, well, I don't like them on the top. We're allowed a string missing here and there, but only one. But I don't like on the top because the strap can pull down into it with the top string missing, so we shall put these two on top of that one, which will remedy the problem. But I've been looking at old One Lonely Farmer, and he seems a bit stressed at the moment, but I know how he feels because we rebuilt a pickup reel last year, and I shall not name any names, but when they put the slats back on the pickup reel, they didn't tighten one bolt up in it. They just put them in finger tight and then forgot to tighten them, and I sent it up the field and I needed a lot of bolts after about 2 runs up the field. So I wasn't best pleased. So Wes, tightening bolts up, yeah, I really feel for you, mate. Really drives you mental when something like that happens. In the summer you've got so much sunshine. If you lose sunshine, you're not going to get it back. It's gone. You're not going to get it back the next day. It's gone. That's it. If you lose sunshine, so it's something us farmers who bale crops never ever want to see. So last place we want to be is under the baler on a sunny day. My old daddy would have kicked my ass left, right and centre if I'd have left a load of bolts loose, but there you go. They're the old ways. You're not allowed to beat your children anymore, are you? Don't do them any good, I reckon. There you go. But no, I was busily combining the other day, and Jason rung up and said his PTO stripped out, which it had. We have got a spare one luckily, so we fitted another PTO onto him, and then they rung up saying their prop had gone on the 72, so we got that pulled off, and she was a front wheel drive, but she's a rear wheel drive again now. So we got them two little problems fixed. We've got our flat lift on one of our Arians, and we're going to go flat lifting headlands and tram lines as soon as it's dry enough on top to get a bit of traction. We've remetalled all that, and yeah, first port of call is a chap that we do complete contract farming for. Well, we don't do the spraying and we don't do the top dressing. He does the top dressing himself, and he's got another contractor who does the spraying. We don't do that, but we do everything else: cultivations, combining, the whole ball of wax. And they're very nice people, so I'll get on ever so well with them 99.9% of the time. I think I'll possibly aggravate him occasionally, but I try not to make a habit of it. He normally just leaves us to get on with it and goes off on a golfing holiday or something. Right, well that's that load on. Just got to snuggle her up. Hopefully I've got it straight, so I haven't got to move the wagon over to straighten the other side up. But if it is straight and don't need touching, then that'll be the first one this year. Snuggle the bum up a bit, make that nice and straight, so that if Billy Law gets behind him, he's happy with what he sees. We are getting a lot of flack just lately on how we strap these loads. They say we should cross the back. Well, I disagree, and I don't care what they say. They might make me do it one day, and I will do it if they sort of push the legal side of it. But I've been pushing bales up and down the road now for, I think that'll do. Yeah, that'll do. I'll just nudge that front one in a bit. Yeah, that's fine. I've been pushing bales up and down the road for 30 odd years. I've never lost a bale in my life, in my professional life, and I think I know how to strap a lorry on now, or a tractor and trailer. You get somebody from Vosa who have never strapped a load of straw or nothing, and they tell you that load's not safe. It's totally disrespectful, I feel, and the fact that we are professional at carrying straw, we don't carry anything else. If it was a load of pallets or something like that, I would totally accept their opinion and be guided by it, because I'm not a professional at pallets or any of that nature. But straw, I am being arrogant, but there is not one thing that you can tell me about loading a load of straw or strapping a load of straw. There is nothing that you can tell me. I have never ever lost a bale. Never. And there is a good reason not to lose these. They do weigh half a ton apiece. That don't look so pretty from the front. I've got I think it's because that bale there ain't pushed it right. Yeah, I'll give that a nudge round there. Yeah, so that's a bit of an insult to us, telling us that we've not strapped our loads properly, but there you go. Everybody's a right to an opinion, I suppose, even if it is a wrong opinion. I think people with who are professional drivers, who've done a lot of bales, their opinion should be respected and should be taken on board, if that's what you've done all your life, which is what I've done. And my drivers strap it how they're told to strap it. They don't have their own agenda there or anything. They're told to do it like this and they do it like it. So it's always been, you can call me arrogant if you want, but it's always been the way that we've done it, and it's safe for Joe Public. So in my opinion, I do know better where straw is concerned. Anything else? No. I don't know sod all about strapping anything else. Don't ask me to sheet a lorry because I wouldn't know where to start. Sheet down a load of fertiliser or load a load of fertiliser, or, you know, pallets or general haulage. I've got insurances for doing general haulage, but I never ever do it. I leave it to the professionals. So if you'd like to buy a nice FH12 with 1,000,000 Ks on it for 18 grand, give us a shout. Around about 18 grand I reckon ought to do it. That's a lorry and a trailer though, all ready to go to work. All the 7-weekly MOT till after Christmas, it's all done, all up to date. So yeah, if you're interested, give us a shout. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do yet. I'm going to keep this one, which is the yellow one. Definitely going to keep that because that's a nice shift. And manuals are more valuable for that'll do. That's pretty enough for me. Manuals are more valuable for exporting than autos. Well, they used to be. Don't know whether they still are. Right, that's that wagon loaded. Yeah, she sits around here. It's an old wagon, but it's a tidy wagon. I'll be sad to see it go because it's been a bloody good servant, but she did come in as well, my red lorry got rolled over, so we brought this in to cover our arses whilst we sorted the red lorry out, which we had the chassis jigged and brought a new cab for it. So whilst we were getting that sorted out, we brought this old wagon here to pull a trailer about. So, but that's a good trailer, good truck, you know, sound as a pound, just got a lot of K's on it. But the straw job is excellent for running just up the road, and it's a nice cheap wagon and trailer to get you started. So if anybody is interested in that, get in touch with me. There you go, needs a good clean out in the cab. And there's my flat lift. That's all ready for when we can get some traction. Yeah, we just put all new metal on it, new wings, points and shins, so that's all ready to go to work. And I want to flat lift all the headlands and all the tram lines this year. The headlands have took a hell of a beating on this last winter, so I feel they need a good lifting. And also need to sort out my ploughs. They need remetalling. I was looking for a nice 5 furrow to go on the back of one of these Arians, but they're like flaming hen's teeth. You can't find them anywhere. I did find a 4 furrow, but the bloke had sold it when I got to him. Well, he'd traded it in Atkins Farm Machinery or something over in Norfolk. So I did try looking on their website, but they hadn't put it on. I'd only got it the week before, so they perhaps hadn't put it up yet. I might have another look when I get in the house. Yeah, we haven't got many bales in yet. We've just been rucking out in the fields, to be honest with you. We brought the local stuff straight in, but as you can see, this yard is still empty at the minute. It won't be for much longer. We've got a load of stuff to bring in. We have put what we call Christmas field down to a 3-year semi-permanent lay. We've done that now. this Christmas field. We had a bit of a black grass issue with it, so I just decided to put it down to a lay, and it's come on well. We topped it the other week. Well, we just took a cut of silage off of it and it's greened up beautiful. That's good. So here's my 7 furrow, the one I pull, and as you can see, our points are about shot. Our wings are getting down. Our wings are alright for the time being. We need a couple of skimmers on there though. I see we've got a couple of skimmers missing. Might have them in the barn. And we do need a rear moldboard because we broke one on the other plough and I didn't have one in stock, so I nicked the one off of here. So got us going again, so that was the main thing. The landslides look okay for the time being. We should be able to get a few hundred acres, a couple hundred acres out of them. Here's my scrap heap. We've blown the bearings out yet again in that bloody topper, and we haven't got a tractor to put the mower on. I ain't scrapping it, it's just been put there, I don't know why. If we can get ourselves a Arian with some front linkage on it, we will pop that on as well. It's a lovely old thing I pulled out of the nettles. It'd been in there for years, and I was ripping the hedge back and pushing the hedge back, and I found it's an old hay rake, I think, a horse-drawn hay rake. She's a bit crusty and rusty, but look at them wheels. Aren't they some lovely wheels on that? I'm thinking about having electric gates put up, and a bit of brickwork either side, and I reckon they'd look absolutely lovely mounted in the wool. So I'm contemplating that one. Here's our 6 furrow plough. This is our on land 6 furrow vary width. This hydraulic front furrow, manual vary width. So yeah, we've got that there. It's got the big skimmer blades on it, skimmer boards on it. But that wants a set of points and a set of landslides by the looks of it. Yeah, so yeah, set of landslides, a set of points on that one. They're knock-on points, so you can do them in about 10 minutes. This is our corner. This is where things come to lay and die. You know, with the ploughs we just stood up here out the way. Yeah, we've normally got a fair old few bits round us. Yeah, it's our graveyard, I suppose you'd call it. We've got some silage for the cattle for the winter. We could do with a little bit more. I ain't quite happy with the amount we've got. We've got some. There's a small stack there which is some rough old stuff we cut, full of reeds and that sort of stuff in it. So that's sort of rough silage. More or less probably go to the suckling cows. And the bigger heap is good quality stuff. So that's all ready for the winter for them. I'm surprised the kids haven't been out here in this mud making a mess everywhere again. Yeah, so I've got to ring up and order some bits for my ploughs and get them ready for next week. If it keeps raining next few days, we'll start ploughing and doing. If it stays dry, if it's dry on top. We've got a lot of sand land and we can more or less get traction on that any time, to be honest with you. We'll probably go on that, but yeah. Right, I'm going to leave it there. Oh, I might take this in and upload it for you. Okay, we'll catch you later. Cheers then. Bye-bye. Bye.